Hi and welcome to Cakes and Conversations, and today we are going to learn how to make a fake buttercream, a Faux buttercream. We are going to use shortening here and all-purpose flour or wheat flour mix here in replacement of the butter and icing sugar. We are using the American buttercream recipe, same ratios, not exactly the same ratios, because here we do not use the doubles. We are using shortening. I'm using 340 grams of shortening here. This is expired shortening, so do not taste it. It's bad. And I'm using a mixture of all-purpose and whole wheat flour. We will not use the double quantity like usually in American buttercream. We usually use the double, which is whatever the amount of butter is, we use double the icing sugar. Here we will not do a double because whole wheat flour or all-purpose flour, a flour basically absorbs more moisture and icing sugar gives out moisture. So I am using mixture of all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour, not in double proportions or not like 1:2 ratio. And we would use hot water as well, depending on the consistency that we need. We need stiff consistency here. So I have started whipping or mixing or beating the shortening just to loosen it up a bit. And I'm using a paddle attachment, same like we do in American buttercream. It's just exactly the same. The only thing is that we'll not eat this. It's very horrible in taste. It doesn't taste nice, plus it's expired, so it's just for practice. Now I'm adding a little bit of hot water to this so that it's loosening up a bit more, because if you beat this shortening, you would see there are lumps in it. And since this is not going to double up, we don't need to build air in this like normal butter. The butter usually changes color from dark yellow to pale yellow, but this will not. And this doesn't double up as well. It will not cream basically. So we are not bothered about how many minutes we're going to whip this. I've added 1 tablespoon of hot water. Now I start adding the flour mix. And for 340 grams of flour mix, I have used around I actually used around 480. I think 480 something I've just used, not double the quantity, of course. Keep making it like a regular buttercream. It's just a replacement of icing sugar, and the shortening is a replacement of butter. Here we do not use any essence or anything. We are not using cream or milk, so we are using hot water to adjust the consistency of the buttercream. For flowers, we need stiff consistency, so I am not going to add a lot of hot water to this. This is completely just for practice, guys, and we're not going to use this on any kind of cake. We are not going to do anything with it. It's not edible. It's made of edible ingredients, but it is not edible. I'm just gathering everything from the sides of the bowl because this is just the last mix I will do, as I'm very happy with the consistency of the buttercream, Fox fake buttercream that I got. can call this practice icing. Fake buttercream, Fox buttercream, practice icing. I did add a little bit of water, but I'm just done with the water addition to this, and I'm pretty happy with the consistency that I have here. And that's it. That's how it is. I wanted to also show you that you can also color this, because if you're using for practicing, and you would color this as well if you want, just for your pictures or for just, it looks good. So I'm using gel color here, for edible food gel colors. You can use liquid colors also, and it's the same way how you color your buttercream. Takes up the colors so beautifully. If you see, it's just blended. Now it's up to your choice. If you want a pastel shade, you can just stop here. But I'll add a little bit more because I need a brighter shade of this. My fake buttercream or practice icing is a little bit brown in color because I've used whole wheat flour and not all-purpose flour so much. So if you're using completely all-purpose flour, your buttercream will be, or the fake buttercream will be whiter in color. Mine is not, but I'm still happy with whatever shade I've got. It's a creamish color, so I'm still okay with it since it's just for practice. So I did add a little bit more food coloring to this, and I am now happy with the shade that I want. It's a little bit brighter. And we need this kind of stiff consistency for piping out our flowers or practicing flowers before we use it on a real cake. You can always reuse this. I mean, once you are done practicing, you can collect it back and put it in a storage container. Thank you so much for watching.